Oh, it says Hangouts Online is going away on the it's going away for August on August the 1st.
You online?
Yeah. I'm trying not to laugh, but I've been thinking about
Look, if you have to at least face it.
I do have one question though. What is your relationship to Daniel Johnson?
See, they're not there.
Peace and blessings, everyone that's coming in. I'm trying to see any comments and everything that's coming in. So, yeah, bear with me for a minute because y'all know this Hangout thing is not my thing. I hope y'all can see the description. I don't know if it's showing up or not, but I did copy and paste something in there with all the numbers. However, I am going to be calling out some numbers. Again, I'm going to wait until some more people. But everyone that is coming in, do me a favor. If you do not support child predators, please do me a favor and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you do not support child predators. If you do not support child predators, if you don't support people that are in a cult that's grooming children, please do me a favor and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Hello, kings and queens coming in. How you doing? All things natural. Rhonda Walker, how you doing? I'm only seeing everybody as they're coming in. That's all I see so far. I see it says 8 people watching, but that's all I'm seeing. Can you see about 6 people watching? Do you see anybody saying anything? Yeah, that's all I saw too. I'm just up here. You already hit the like. Thank you, and I hope everybody else hits the like. Did you hit the like button? No. Hope everyone else also hits the like button. Anyone else that does not support child predators. What I did come up here today to do is to go ahead and tag those numbers in here. Again, yesterday I did a video real quick while I was at work, and I wanted to make sure that I came back and did it again today, just to spread some more numbers, to give out numbers for only reason why I'm giving out the numbers for the Louisiana Child Neglect Services is because I think the number need to be given out so that if Mr. Marquez and their family has not reached out, then they will have a number that they can reach out to. And then if that number doesn't work, then you just continue to reach out for more resources in that area. I think they're in Brooklyn, but you know, those babies are there. So that's my main focus for even saying anything about this, because my main focus is the kids. Okay. But can you turn that down a little bit? Because I think it might be picking it up. Okay. All right. How you doing, sexy star? I'm gonna go ahead and call the border numbers out, because like I said yesterday, I called those numbers out as far as the border is concerned. That border number is 877-227-5511. If you're outside of the United States, it's 202-325-8000. Now those numbers are for the border, okay? The Louisiana Child Neglect number is 855-452-5437. Let me call that number out again. That's 855-452-5437. Again, if I trip up over anything, the information will be linked. Let me see if I can actually put it in here now. It's going to be linked in my comments. Nope, that's not even it. Okay, let me try to see something. Everything is going to be linked in there.
It's in the description.
Oh, it is in the description. Actually, all those numbers are in the description, y'all. Everything's in the description. So, y'all, look at the description. Do me a favor. It's more than just those couple of numbers that I put in there. Anybody want to come in and speak on this? That'll be wonderful as well. Because I think that there's a lot of people that are really not understanding the reason why some people are even saying anything about it. I didn't really see the live, Rhonda. I didn't. I seen a glimpse of it, and people had told me actually they were like, he's doing it live and everything. I think the fact that we even live in a system that would allow this person to be out and about and poisoning our melanated community. I think I know we live in a sick system, and there's got to be somebody, some people, a group of people, or something that's going to actually stand up for this situation and and quit letting things like this of this nature go on. It's sickening, very sickening. It makes no sense at all. But I just saw a little bit of it, and I just really see that maybe I don't know. He needs to understand that he's sick. He's a sick person. And when you're doing things like this and you don't see any wrong, then that goes to tell you right there that there's something totally and terribly wrong with you. I think I had put a number in here. If y'all look through that the number that's in the description, you can actually see the description, but
Yeah.
no. Okay. I don't because I was trying to put this in there, but it won't go in there. So
You can put it in the comments.
that's what I was trying to do.
Send it to me. I'll put it in the comments.
Okay. I'm about to pin all the information that I have. I'm about to pin it in the comments. Oh,
Or just send it to my phone.
I don't have it on that. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I want to pin that information into the comments as well. Okay, what happened to my Facebook information? Oh, it is in there. It's totally in there. I think a lot of people take this situation as a joke and they're using it online as like, I don't get it. I don't understand the reason why people are looking at anything that has to do with children as jokes. None of it is jokes. I'm gonna have my daughter to pin the information in the comments so you guys can see the rest of the numbers that are there. She's gonna go ahead and pin that. It says your message couldn't be shared because the link goes against the community standards. They be doing too much. They won't even let me share it with you, but
Mom, just send me the link. Just send me the text.
I just did. That's what I was trying to
Copy
do.
and paste the text.
What is that right there? Oh, it's right there. It's sent to you, but I don't know what else was that it was showing. Okay. What's up, Supreme? How you doing? Okay, I don't know what's going on with it. He's probably trying to go somewhere else. The thing about it is that he's not gonna be able to, if they have his passport or whatever, he's not gonna be able to do anything unless it's something that he's doing illegal. If he's able to continue to move like he's moving, then that just goes to show me that this situation is something that's been definitely planted here, and we still gotta watch out for the kids no matter what. How you doing, Soul? After me? Anybody that does not support child predators, please do me a favor and cast your like up here in this video, because we do not want to ever support child predators. We always want to make sure that we speak up for the children that are not able to speak up for themselves. Anybody that understands that, please do me a favor and hit the like button. I totally appreciate that. That's yours right there. What are you doing now? Yeah, this Hangouts thing always gets me. You said they haven't taken his passport? Oh, okay. So he said they haven't taken it. I mean, I'm just so sick and tired of hearing about it at this point. I feel sorry for the kids, and I really honestly, I hope that the grandparents are doing what they need to do to help these babies out. That's my whole thing about the situation. Like, help the kids out, help these babies out. They didn't ask to be here. I'm not understanding the reason why people are overlooking the situation, why you have certain people that are up here that's taking up for the situation and acting like it's no big deal. It's crazy. So if he's still able to do exactly what he's doing, I feel like while he's in the States, then just, do Is that gonna log me? Are y'all still hearing me? Cause that may log me out of my
I'm not
phone.
locking you out.
I feel like that the grandparents at least need to do what they gotta be doing to get the grandbabies out of the situation. If the grown-ups want to stay in that situation where they are, then by all means they're grown-ups. But when it comes down to the children, why do the children have to even stay in the situation? Why do the babies have to stay in the situation? Why isn't nobody fighting harder for these kids? And that's what concerns me the most out of everything. Why nobody is fighting hard for these babies? I was gonna say if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, never mind. Because I don't understand what is it doing. She's trying to pin the comments, but for some reason it's not even letting us even.
I'm figuring it out.
She's figuring it out little by little. But I'm not understanding. I honestly do not. How can they take children from parents who want to be there? I mean, the thing about it, anyone that sits online, watches them, people that ask questions like this, what it makes me think is that you would be okay with your child being groomed, okay? Sexual acts going on around your child. You'll be okay with that, okay? And I have to look at you upside down when you sit and ask questions like that. That doesn't even make sense to me. How you doing, Soraya Jackson? It doesn't make sense to me. There, you got parents that do want to be in their children's lives that really are preying on their children. That does not make it right, and it does not make it fair for the children to have to sit there and deal with it. So I feel like a person that asks questions like that, you shouldn't even have children of your own. And I hope that you do not have children of your own. Because there are people that do have children that would like to prey on their children. They would definitely like to be there for their children, to put their children. This is the reason why we have broken people in our community. And I speak for my melanated community because I am a part of the melanated community. This is the reason why we have broken people. He said, think that is his name. What do you mean when you say that, Supreme? Yeah, if you wouldn't, that's the thing about it. If you wouldn't be okay with your child being in that type of situation, then what type of question is that? How can they take children from parents who want to be there? Like I said, there are people that prey on children. That doesn't mean they don't want to be there. They want to be there to prey on those children. I have to always ask questions like that. Like, what's the reason for questions like that? I don't understand that. My only question would be, why aren't people fighting harder? Why are people making excuses for these children being in a situation like this? When you see people that are actually, because I don't have anything to do with what grown-ups do. You feel me? But I do want to speak out when it has something to do with children that cannot speak out for themselves and they don't have the parents to actually watch out for themselves. Rhonda Walker, you said, if it was my kids or grandkids, I would be doing what I had to do. I wouldn't be dependent on other people to help me do what I had. You know, exactly. You don't sit back and wait for other people to do what you have to do. Children do need advocates. They need people to advocate for them. He said, Silky Black said, because they had the chance to leave while he was gone, but they chose to stay. Exactly. But that does that mean that children should be put around this situation? Here you have people that they have diseases, okay? This dude is talking about feeding his child his semen, okay? This dude is grooming his daughter in sexual situations, okay? These are the things that are happening in this situation. It won't even let you post it, but hold up, I just put it in there. It went in there. It went in. First it was saying it wouldn't. Yeah, it wasn't saying letting it show it at first for some odd reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, we won't. I got you, Supreme. We won't. But I still want to put that out there just to make it be known, because sometimes, even so, I'm always focused. The thing about it is that you have to call certain things out. What do I think will happen to Nature Boy now that he's in the States? I just think that people need to fight more, especially the grandparents. My concern is not the grown-ups. My concern is not the adults in the situation, because like someone said, they had the chance to leave out. They chose not to. Sometimes you can have people that are so brainwashed that they feel like this is fine, this is okay, this is their way of life. They're looking up to this person. when these people are not looking at themselves and seeing that they could not even function, they were barely even functioning without a grown man telling them what to do. These people should be able to be in a position to be able to take care of themselves, but the only thing that he has showed them how to do is to beg online. You feel me? So I don't know what the outcome of this will be. I don't understand why he's out. He's out because we live in that type of system, I guess. That's just what it is. He said you see him, he's on IG now stating that he misses poker, huh? Okay, well, I have nothing to do with that. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, let me call those numbers out for CPS because I have the CPS number for New York. It's the 24/7 number. It's 800-342-3720. My daughter actually posted those numbers in there as well. Yeah, those numbers are also posted in there. The one for Louisiana is 855-452-5437. Oh, you said you're okay. I got you. The thing about it too, that is true. I'm reading what you're saying, Supreme. It's totally true. I'm not even gonna say it out loud, but that is true. I was told that actually today. But you know what? Anytime my name is on any type of list and I'm saying that I do not support child predators, I don't mind. I don't mind my name being on that list because if they can go onto my page and they can look at everything that I posted, and it most definitely has something to do with the fact that these kids are being harmed. Okay, this is the reason why kids grow up broken. They grow up into broken adults, and then they continue to raise broken adults, and then it continues on for generations. This is what happens. Yeah, I agree, Montrell. Anybody that does not get the message and are trying to, try to cushion the message a little bit, something's wrong, and it's that mental illness that's in our community. For people to just turn their backs, like you care, but you don't really care too much. You care a little bit, but you don't care enough to get out there and do. Okay. There's some paperwork that the grandparents can actually file. One of them is the emergency ex parte. That is some paperwork that you can file for the grandbabies. I would go into the courthouses and I would most definitely file this emergency ex parte paperwork to get the babies out of the situation. Stop, Zion. Also, you can also file the deprivation paperwork for the babies as well. If you are interested in getting out there and doing the footwork for these children, get out there. This is an ex parte, emergency ex parte paperwork. You will go into the court system, go into the intake office in the city that you are in. If you can get outside of the country, then you can get around within the states. Okay, if you know that they're in the states, let's get on it. Get to these babies. What I would say, if grandparents do have rights in New York, let's see, let's look that up, because this is what I'd be encouraging our people. Look up the paperwork. Do your research. I'm about to look it up right now. It takes nothing but a couple of moments to look it up and to make phone calls and everything. Let me see. We need to see if grandparents have rights in New York. I think grandparents should have rights in everywhere. It says some states do allow for grandparents to request visitation rights. Grandparents in New York may request court-ordered visitation rights when one or both parents have died or the grandparents have a substantial relationship with the child that they can prove. Okay, that's the rules for New York. I feel like if people don't have those rights, this is when people do they start doing petitions and so forth. Okay, this is when people do petitions and they fight for these type of rights. This is when you actually, and I'm about to be like vulgar with it, when you actually give a fuck. You feel me? You're gonna go ahead out and you're gonna do that research. You're gonna do the paperwork. You're gonna go and you're gonna sit in those courtrooms. You're gonna sit in those intake offices. You're gonna be filing these papers. You're gonna be certifying letters. You're gonna go get things notarized. You're going to make the proper moves, and you're going to reach out to the proper authorities. Not only are you going to call one number, you're going to be calling hundreds of numbers if you really give a fuck about these kids. You're not going to sit online. At this point, it's time for you to come off the line. It's time for you to get off the line and start making your moves. That's what it's time. Start make the moves for the babies, okay? These kids are going to be lost in this situation if nobody's making the moves. Lisa, you up here? If you up here, hello, my moderator. That's my spiritual sister right there, y'all. She definitely will help as well. That's one of my team. She's on my team as well, y'all. So you said when you have, she said when she has grandkids, she's taking her kids to the courts as soon as they have babies. She's not even playing those games. Okay, hold up for a second. Let me put that information in there for you, Supreme. I just really want people to understand the importance of, you know, generational curse. You feel me? That's what I want to put that out there. There is a such thing as generational curse, and there is a such thing as people letting this situation continue on for years and centuries to come. You feel me? These are the things that happen on a regular basis where people are I think I should yeah, I think I might make you a moderator. I hate the fact that our people look at things and don't look at the importance of it. I really, that's the mental illness in our society. It's definitely the mental illness in our society where we just really don't care too much. I have one son, 13. Don't you? Yeah, you don't want to use CPS. That's what Kim is saying. You want to go into the courts, okay? You want to go into the courts because once CPS gets your kids, there's a $ to the CPS, okay? All right, that's what your kids are. Your kids are $ in CPS. They're looking like cha-ching. Soon as there's a baby that goes into the sits into their service, you may not get to see that kid again. You will not know where that child is at, and they're gonna make sure that they keep that child away from you. So this is the reason why we're trying to push people towards the courts. Okay, the court system is something really hard. They're hard to work with. Okay, but if you do your paperwork, you do your footwork, and you start asking questions and do your research, then it will work out for you. Okay, you just have to continue to push. Yeah, we're working on it, Ocean. We're working on it. It will definitely be. It's something that we're definitely working on. And then see, you said, see, yeah, that's right. Like Kim Ayo said, even if you are a grandparent, CPS will not give you those babies. Okay. She's not going to give you the babies. Understand that our focus is always on these children. They're on the babies. When is someone going to start speaking out for the babies? The grandparents have to understand too. This is your seed. Okay, this is your offspring. This is your third. This is an extension of you. Are you feeling that your child, your extension of you, is important enough for you to get off the line and make moves towards getting your baby, especially when the babies are in the States right now? I don't know about what's her name, Sheba's baby. I don't know for sure, but I know that baby Eliana is in the state. So at this point, I feel like it's time to make those moves. The Louisiana child neglect number again, 855-452-5437. Okay. That's 855-452-5437. You can deem that young lady, she's not capable, mentally stable, or mentally able to take care of this baby anytime you're allowing a grown man to groom your child. Anytime you're allowing a person that just came in town, and the reason why I speak of this is because I've seen this. I'm not speaking of things that I have not seen. These are things that have been put online where we're seeing a baby in a grooming session. We're seeing the mother allow this. We're seeing a mother allow a woman that she did not know kiss her baby directly in the mouth when the baby was only like maybe like 3 weeks old. Okay, they're grooming babies. I'm reading your comments, sir. Yeah, exactly. Anybody that's a family member of Elysia Bishop, you guys also need to call Child Protective Services, okay? New York's is 800-342-3720. This is not anything, this is not any type of, oh, I'm trying to get any type of clout or anything like that. You're doing this for money or whatever. This is about the babies, okay? This is about kids. This is about a grown man that's taking advantage of not only young adults, but now he's trickling down to the little babies, okay? And his own child, okay? I never heard of a man say that my girlfriend or whatever, or my wife or whatever is giving birth to my wife. What does that even sound like? These are his own words that he's saying online. And then you cannot make people that are of same mind understand that, hey, I didn't say that. I don't beat women. We've seen Maisha's face. Okay, we know that that woman was going to put you down for years. You would have went. I think he was facing 20 years for the beating that he gave her, but he said he doesn't beat women. Okay, we've seen Eliana abuse, well, Velvet abuse and everything on this show. We've seen this, okay, with our own eyes. I always continuously ask people that if you all know anyone that's in the Georgia area that can help out as far as my niece is concerned, because I'm still working on that. As I you know, day by day we're making moves. Any private investigators, any lawyers, anyone that could be of any help out there in that area, please do that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Rhonda. Totally appreciate any and every bit of help, for real. Yeah, thank you, B Backschneer. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, that's right. None of us should give up, even though, you feel me? Even though this dude is out of jail, we should understand that this is the sick system that we live in. Anytime you're in a system that allows someone like this to go free and to run rapid, and then he right back online poisoning our online community, it's a setup. It's a setup. But in the meantime, we still got to realize that, guess what? These babies are involved in the situation. These children are involved in the situation. I'm noticing too, Supreme, that these the numbers, when we try to post the numbers and everything, they're trying to block us from posting these numbers. Please use the numbers, people. Please use these numbers. They're there for a reason. Please use these numbers. Yeah, he's back online. I'm surprised you didn't see that, Kim. I'm surprised you didn't see it. He's back online. He was making a live early. Someone that called me early and was like, he's back online. Like I said, I happened to see it. And he's like, you know, really sounding like he's a good person. No, you're not. Okay, you're not. He's a little upset about people not taking up for him. I guess people that he passed was in his cult in the past. You feel me? But you know, you're not a good person. And if you think that you're a good person, then you most definitely need to dial that number, that mental illness health line number, which I gotta pull that up again. It's definitely in there. It's posted in here, the mental illness helpline. I take that very seriously. You wrote the numbers down. Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If anyone is just coming in the room, do me a favor and please hit that like button. Hit the like button if you are not a protector of child predators, people who prey on children, people who put online that they're grooming children right before your eyes. Do me a favor and put that there, okay? Do me a favor and do that for me. Because we don't want to ever be a person that sits back and protect people that prey on children. Who are we not to stand up for children? Who are we as grandparents? I have a grandchild. If my daughter was in a situation like this and she wanted to stay in a situation like that in a sex cult, I would do everything in my power to get my grandchild away from her. That would be nothing that I wouldn't do. Okay? There would be nothing that I would not do to go ahead and get my child out of this situation. I mean, my grandbaby out of the situation. I do have the lines open, so if anyone wants to come in, you can most definitely come in and speak. on this situation, because it's something that more than one of us need to speak on. Mental health. I have a mental health hotline at 855-599. I'm sorry, 559-5793. That's another one. I actually had another one that's written there too. Okay, that number again is 855-559-5793. That's a mental health hotline. This is for people that are sitting about protecting this situation. Mentally, you need to get some help. Okay, mentally. I have another free mental health treatment helpline. This is free mental health treatment. Okay, let me give you this number. It's 866-621-2784. All right. Let me call that number out again to you. It's 866-621-2784. Also, there is a number that is written in in the description as well for mental illness. That place right here that the free helpline I just give you, they're gonna handle all your mental issues, help you with that. All right. These are top rated facilities. You have treatment options. They also accept different types of insurance. So these are things that we as a melanated community, we can use these resources. There's nothing wrong with using the resources, okay? Mental illness is something that tracks down our melanated society big time. So it's like, why not? Why not get some help with what you're going through? And that goes for Elysia Bishop as well. Something's wrong with you if you think it's cool for you to sit online, or even if you are offline, and for you to groom a baby. Okay, something's wrong with you. That is not normal. I don't care morally in your head, whether they do it in another country or if they're doing it in the United States. Morally, you know that's wrong. Okay, you can't be that. I mean, you could be that sick in the head, and if you're that sick in the head, then my goodness, go get you some help. Yeah, I feel like they most definitely need to be arrested. I feel like the parents need to most definitely speak out. They need to call these numbers. The Louisiana child neglect number, 855-452-5437. Also the one for New York, 1-800-342-3720. The border numbers, 877-227-5511. Also, if you're outside of the United States, it's 202-325-8000. This is for people that really do want to help, people that do not support child predators. We over here, we don't support child predators. Okay, we never want to support a child predator. Never want to support a child predator. This is not, it's not a good look. It's nothing that anyone, it's nothing that any of us need to support ever. Okay, we need to start doing better as a community. We got to start doing better as a community. Got to. You said they need to go to court. The problem is they keep moving around. Thing about it too, with them being in the States right now, this is the best time. It's easier for them to move about in the States. That's my thing about it. You need to go ahead and do what you got to do while they're in the States. Okay, don't let them cross the borders. Okay, that's why I'm giving out the border numbers. According to the background and everything, from what I see, I believe they're in Brooklyn. I don't know where they're at for real though, because they said something about they were going to be landed in Miami. But I mean, it doesn't take that long to get from Miami to New York on a plane. So there's no telling where they're at. You feel me? There's really no telling. I just think that the numbers need to be called for the border, 877-227-5511. That's for the border patrol. All right. I mean, we got to protect the kids, y'all. That's my main focus, is protecting the babies. You can post the cutest pictures online. There's a lot of people that make sure that these babies are, they're beautiful. They keep the babies nice and clean and everything, but then they're abusing the babies. You feel me? Abusing the babies, preying on the children. These are the things that we want to stop in our community. These are the things that we need to stop immediately. Yeah, and you have to work at this expeditiously. Thank you so much, Supreme. I appreciate it. Supreme, she just purchased one of the melanated awareness t-shirts. I totally appreciate that. That's what we're doing. We're definitely, I ask you all to support the mission, because the mission is gonna, what I'm trying to do is make moves for people that are in these type of situations, because a lot of times people do not have the funds or the resources to get legal help, for one thing. Maybe they don't have the extra money. It could be the difference between eating a meal, paying a light bill, and hey, let me go try to save my grandkid. Okay, so we want to be those resources. Okay. You said the CPS in Florida. Okay, hold on. Let's see what we can find for Florida. We want to make sure that we have those resources. So thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you supporting the mission. I appreciate it. Florida. Did she use the bathroom, but I think she did. Yeah. Okay. Let me look. I'm looking for the Florida CPS. Shh. What up, y'all? I know that okay, Kim is saying let's call CPS in Florida, okay? Now the one in New York, I already put that one up there. Shh. You know goodness well she is not about to be quiet. Shh. I wonder why do they make it so hard to find those numbers and everything. Let's see what we can find here. And we don't, what part of Florida? That's another thing. We have to figure out what part of Florida also. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a number. That number for Florida is 954. I'm sorry, 954-797-5299. A lot of times when you ask for, no, we don't know where he's at, but I know he was supposed to land in Miami, but from the background, I don't know, because we don't know when these pictures, these videos were even posted, y'all. That's the thing about it. We don't know for real when this guy even got out. Y'all understand that? We don't know that. All right. We just need to work expeditiously. We need to be fast about it. 954-797-5299. That's the number for the Florida CPS. Okay, Zion. I'm putting the number in the chat right now. 5299. All right. That's the one from Florida, y'all. I just posted it in there, okay? Yeah, that's how I said you have to be like on it when it comes down to children. You can't sit back and chill. I mean, would you want somebody to really sit back and chill? I had one of my nieces told me, and this is I sometimes I have to think back because I've been through the situation that I'm going through now before. So this is not the first rodeo for me. But my niece told me, she's like, I'm so glad that you're fighting for my cousin, because she was like, I needed someone to fight for me. She's like, my auntie, and this was her real blood auntie that was beating her up, putting makeup on her, and then sending her to school, okay? Daring her to say anything to anyone, okay? Kids can be trained to shut up and not say anything even to the police, okay? Kids, that's grooming a child. You said Velvet was video recording him just 2 days ago. Yeah, I mean, because we don't know exactly when the videos are put up, though. Even if she did post that video and it said it was 2 days ago, it could have been a week ago. The guy could have been out of jail. You feel me? This could all be some type of ploy or whatever. Either way, whether it's some type of game, whether it's some type of reality show, as they say, either way, no matter what way you look at this, the video that are online, it's child grooming, okay? It's preying on children. No matter what way you look at it, when it has anything to do with children, in that type of way, it's preying on children. That is a child predator. Those people that are in a group with him, they are all child predators, okay? If you're sitting around in a group of people and you're allowing this to happen to your own child, you are a child predator. It is a definitely right, Wes Keeler. It is most definitely a mental illness, and that's the reason why I called the number out, the mental illness number. Those numbers need to be used. Those numbers need to be called by us. Okay, people in our community, they need to be called. I'm gonna call that number out again. And then I said, there's one that's definitely. Why did they take that? Look, they tried to block that last message that you put up there. It's a child pedophilia sex call. They tried to block your message, Kim. Yeah, they have it as a game, and it's not a game when you play with children. And he's too grown, like you said, Wes. He's too grown, too old to be playing those types of games with young adults and young babies. Too old. Too old. He should know better. He should know better. He should definitely know better. 1-866-621-2784. Okay, that is that's mental health treatment. Okay, they can help. All right. That number 866-621-2784. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Two 784. Yeah, but get away.
I didn't expect you to turn your head.
Well, I mean, it's my head. Okay, hopefully y'all can get this. Y'all got to put the dashes in there, okay? It's 866-621-2784. All right, Supreme said, the sad part about our mental illness in the melanin community is that the predators usually were once the prey. And that is so true. That is so true. And so the predators right now, they have to realize that, like, wow, how did you feel about this? How did you feel like that? Yeah, I know. I was gonna I'm gonna make Supreme moderator, most definitely. Lisa, I know that's you. I know it's you. I was already saying I'm talking to Supreme in the chat too, but my mind be everywhere. So I meant to let her know I'm gonna do that. To make her a moderator, because I definitely appreciate Supreme. I totally appreciate her. I talk to her on a regular as well. I definitely do. But yeah, we most definitely, guys, we got to do better. I swear we got to do better. Yeah, y'all call these numbers. Please call the numbers. Let's watch this border. Let's think about these babies. Let's continue to keep the same energy throughout for every child that's growing up in broken homes. The grandparents, I have to say to the grandparents as well, let me continue to encourage you all. Reach out, do what you got to do. As I said earlier, you can go into these courthouses and you can file the emergency ex parte. That's the emergency, that's for emergency removal of a child, okay? That's what it is. You can let them know what's going on. You got videos, okay? You have this dude saying exactly what it is. You have this actual, you got it. You got evidence, all right? Use this evidence, okay? Do the emergency ex parte. Also, you have the deprivation. These kids are these people are depriving their children. Okay, you guys have a leg to stand on, but you just have to use it. You have to get out here in the community and do what you have to do for you. This is your own. This is an extension of yourself, as I said earlier. How dare anyone not do anything to stand up for these babies? I mean, I just look at it and be like, that's a mental illness in our community when we can sit back and just continue to be online. For one thing, I think that people need to go ahead and come on offline. At first, when everyone was when they were over in the other country, I was encouraging people to go ahead and speak out. At this point, with them being in the States, it's time to go ahead and do things, move in a whole different direction. You say you wish we could talk to Mr. Marquez. I think honestly, I'll talk to you about that again, Alicia. I'll talk to you about that later because I spoke to someone about that earlier today, and I'll speak to you about that later on. You'd be amazed at how mental illness really does affect our community big time. Yeah, everyone, like Supreme just said, check online to see what rights you have in your state when it comes down to these kids, and it's not only just for this situation right here. You said I got 2 dislikes. That is crazy, right? And the people that do dislike the video, you guys support child predators. If you, and I must say it once again, when there is a group of grown adults, that's all I had to do. A group of grown adults sitting around, grooming a little baby. Okay, when you can put 2 likes up on a video that's against child predators, then you are part of the problem. You are most definitely part of the problem. I feel sorry for you all, and you need to call that mental health hotline 866-621-2784. Okay, anyone that agrees with that. When you sit around and you know that you have these STDs, you've been online and said that you have STDs, and you sit there and you kiss a 3-week-old baby in the mouth. Okay. You guys know that you have something. You're doing this to a little baby. You're talking about feeding a baby semen, okay? Your semen. And you know that you've been sleeping with people that are positive, all right? You said that you've admitted to sleeping with people that are positive for having HIV and other STDs, okay? So anyone that can dislike the video, you need to dial 1-866-621-2784. You have a mental health issue and you need to go get checked out. There is something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Yeah, you said you're right, Supreme. This is totally different. We here for the babies. We here for the babies, period, point blank, and that's it. You feel me? That's what I mean when I say, you know, put my name on any list. Any list, if you go down my channel and it's talking about anything that got to do with this Eligio character, it's gonna have something to do with these babies, because the children should not be in a situation. They should not be in a situation at all. I don't know how come I'm getting a call like this. Oh, that's the number. I'm gonna have to give her a call right back. Okay, she's gonna have to be. I'm gonna call her right back. Okay, so you guys, you just understand that when we talk about, when we're on my channel, that's what we're gonna be concentrating. We're gonna spread awareness to waking up people, letting people understand that turning your back on children is the wrong thing to do. Okay, if you were a child that was abused, you grew up being abused and no one said anything, people turned their back, people knew what was going on, just understand that this right here was wrong. Okay, they were wrong. Okay, you said shove the list up their ass, we don't care. Exactly, but you know what, Lisa, I told them, put my name. I'm happy that my name was on that list. I'm happy that my name was on that list, because guess what, anytime you go on that list, you will know what I stand for. You're gonna definitely know what I stand for. Hold on 1 second. Lisa, did you want to say anything, sweetie? Let me know if you want to say anything, Lisa. Rhonda Walker, she said, she's saying Mr. Marquez making us start to think that he's not he's making me feel dependent. He's dependent on us, not far, but we have to do what we have to do. And you know what, Rhonda? That's exactly the way I'm starting to feel. Okay, that's the same way that I'm starting to feel. When people be like, and I hate to say this, but it's sometimes in our community, people need to be called out. Okay, when they say that anything for clout thing, all right. If you online and you're not doing for these grandkids, I'm looking at it like it's for clout. Okay, that's what I'm looking at it. Point blank. All right, that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but I'm looking at it like, what are you doing online? Why am I not saying, you sitting online and everything talking or whatever about it, and I respect everybody, but when you're putting these type of things online, let's go ahead and put on that. Y'all see what I do? I put my information up there. I put what I'm doing. I put my journey. I show you guys my journey, what I'm doing with my niece. You feel me? These are things that you want to spread into our community. Okay, this is spreading awareness. This is the things that you have to do. Like when I get ready to hit court again, guess what? Y'all gonna be right with me. You guys are gonna be able to see exactly what you got to do. And you have to realize that calling the numbers, putting the numbers out there, calling the numbers, asking for more resources, asking, going above and beyond to let these people know that you care. You sitting online is not showing that you care. It's looking like clout at some point. At some point, it's not going to continue to look like what people's feeling boo-hoo. I'm feeling sorry for this person. At this point, these babies are still in this situation. I don't know, Rhonda. I just really don't understand. Yeah, thank you, Supreme. I appreciate that. I don't understand. You said, do I have the new address in Miami on NB or not? I need to pull it up. Paso, I don't know if he's in Miami. That's the thing about it. I don't know where he's at. Yeah, that's one thing. You guys can't have me report on where he's at because I don't know. The only thing I can do is go by what they're showing online. What they showed online looks like he's in New York. Okay, that's why I gave the information for New York. I put the child neglect number up there for Louisiana. Understand whenever you call any of these numbers, please ask for other information. You may not get all the information that you need from the numbers that I'm posting. Okay. You may not get everything that you need, but what I'm doing is I'm giving you some leeway. All right, this is some numbers so that you can ask. I do not know an address for them though. Peso, I guess Peso Star. I don't know an address for them. You know, you say you need to pull up. I don't even think that who I'm gonna tell you who need to be pulling up. The grandparents are who need to be pulling up. That's who needs to be pulling up. They need to be pulling up, showing some type of urgency in the situation, and they need to do it expeditiously. No longer does it need to be someone sitting online pouting and everything. At this point, if you can get out of the country, then you can move around within these states. You're right. We definitely need to get all the facts in order to move accurately. And the thing about it with social media, you can't really trust everything on social media. Okay. We don't know when the videos were even put up. I mean, when they were actually taken. Yeah, we don't know exactly. Oh, you say you in Florida. I know that's right. How far are you from Miami? Because that's where I heard he landed. But I understand, people, he does have some sick people that are following him that support his mission. Whatever his sick mission is, he definitely has people that are supporting this. When you have people that support your mission, that means that you most definitely are having some type of donations. You're having some type of funds and everything coming in. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, keep that in mind. So I'm here to spread whatever type of awareness that I can spread. I'm here to tell people to get up off of their asses and start doing what you got to do for your babies. And this goes for other people. If the grandparents aren't doing their part, the baby has aunts and uncles, I'm hoping. You know, they have other people that's in the family. You know, other people that's in the family. You guys are also, you guys should definitely reach out as well. How dare people not reach out and try to save these kids? There's no sense of urgency, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't respect it. I do not respect it. I don't respect people that's sitting around and just letting this happen, just letting it go on. Let me see what I'm seeing. Oh gosh, let me see what we looking at. What is this saying? What's going on? Is my video trying to get? What's going on? You can't even say anything in there. And understand, people, at some point that people may not want us to speak out. You understand? We have to be stronger than that. You may want. I don't understand why you can't even put anything up there. I don't understand why. We're gonna be blocked sometimes. Okay. Does that mean for you to sit down and not do anything? Never be turned away from doing what you're supposed to do for your melanated community. All right. No matter what, we cannot sit down. We don't be sat down because of different things that may go on. Supreme, I don't know why you can't even say anything. That is crazy. Is anyone else's buffering? Because theirs is buffering. I can't even see Kim in here anymore. They do things like that though. They do things like that. So this is the social media. A lot of times people don't want us to stand up for our community. We need to be proud of our community, and we need to be proud enough to you said, let me read what you're saying, B. You said, what I found disturbing was channel holders who claim to be against NB, but at the same time offer carbonation advice on how. Yeah, I saw that as well, B. You know, how to be a better criminal, you know, a better sex cult. Yeah, I saw that as well. I didn't understand it. I don't stand by it. Those people are unfollowed. You feel me? I don't follow those people anymore because I thought that we were all on the same team as far as that's concerned. But no, some people are in this for clout. Some people are up here because of their channels being monetized or whatever. My daughter literally just monetized mine last week. I had no idea what I was doing when I got up here and started speaking about any of this. I had no idea. I still have no idea when it comes down to whatever type of monetization or whatever is supposed to be going through with these channels. I'm strictly up here for these babies. I do have a mission. I have apparel that I'm putting up here because I have a mission that I'm on. It's not only for my niece, but this is for more than just my niece. It's for other kids out here. It's for people that really want to reach out, people that are really trying to save these children. You understand? You think it's your Wi-Fi, Supreme? Yeah, because I can see your comment and everything. Maybe it is. But people that are really, really trying to save these kids, that's my mission, okay? So when it comes down to the cloud, the money thing and all that stuff, money does not move me that way. So anyone that puts me on the list and say, oh, I'm sitting up here doing this for whatever money, it's not, it has nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. It doesn't move me like that. Children being abused, children being groomed, anything like that, that's what's going to move me to do the right thing and to stand up for the children. That's some things that move me right there. To see a child sad and to see a child hurt and a child not able to stand up for themselves, those are the things that move me. Those are the things that touch my heart. So these are the things that I speak out about. Okay, this is the things that I want to bring awareness to our people, letting our people know that we're sitting back too much. We're chilling out too much. Grandparents just chilling out too much. I actually sent the message to one of the grandparents a couple of days ago. All right, I sent her a message. I told her to ask her about her grandkids. Have the grandkids came back into the state yet? I mean, what's going on with the babies? I hadn't heard anything from you. How's everything going? I pray for you, your family, and I definitely pray for those babies on a regular basis. Can you let me know what's going on? Drop down, seen my message. Do you know she did not respond back? This is the type of, this is what I'm talking about when I said there is a mental illness in our community. Anytime people can sit back and just like not even respond, not even care, not even reach out enough to know that, hey, these are babies. When I seen those other babies come over there back in April, the one that was what is it, Olivia and Shane, and I don't know what the little baby was. But when I seen those three kids over there, and I already knew the baby Eliana was over here, it really bothered me. And I felt like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and speak out about this. Maybe the grandparents will go ahead and start doing what they can do. And I understand that, yeah, maybe everyone couldn't reach up, get over there to Mexico. But you know what? I say that we as human beings, we do what we want to do. You feel me? We make exceptions for the things that we want to do. If we want to do something extra, we're going to do it. Okay? If we got to get that extra money to do something that we want to do, we're going to do it. Okay? If we want to move hell and high water, we're going to do it. If you don't want to, you're not going to do it. Okay? You're just not going to do it. If you don't want to make moves, you're not going to do it. If it's easier for you to sit online and talk, then maybe that's what it's easier for you to do, and you can do that. But when you got kids involved with the situation, my goodness, people got to have a conscience. You got to have a conscience, and you got to start doing better. We got to start doing better as a community. I appreciate everyone that does understand my mission. I appreciate people that are here, people that don't support the predators. the child predators, people that sit back and prey on children, anybody that can try to separate a message from the messenger, from a man that says that he allows his child to play with his penis, or to be right there in the midst of him having sexual relations with his woman or whomever he's having relationships with. Anyone that does that, that's not normal, y'all. That's sick. It's sick to put a child into that situation. Okay, that's very sick. People that support it is very sick. The young man that made the list, to me, he's very sick. I say dial the number 866-621-2784. That is for your mental health issues. I also have another number that is in the description. Dial these numbers. These numbers need to be dialed because our community, you need a head check. Okay? Something's wrong. I'm going to call these numbers out one more time for the borders. 877-227-5511. The ones outside of the United States, 202-325-8000. This is for people in Louisiana. The child neglect number is 855-452-5437. New York is 1-800-342-3720. All right. Use the numbers. The numbers are not just there just to be there. All right. They're there so that you can use them. You can research. If you cannot get information from one number, call the next number. If you get someone on the phone, that person is not able to help you, ask for more resources. Ask them to refer you to another number. They will refer you to other numbers. Rhonda Walker says, my son's going through a lot with his baby mom. He won't even let the son see the baby. Your son is a good father, but like I told my son, something is wrong. We have a lawyer now fighting for his rights. Most definitely, fathers have rights, especially when you got parents that literally are good parents and they want to be in their children's lives. I'm not talking about people that have children. They want to be in their life, but they're preying on the children. Okay, that's not a good parent. All right, that's a sick parent. The ones that are in the lives, they really want to be an active person. Please do what you got to do. Rhonda, I would tell you to make sure that you definitely file the paperwork for the baby. Your son, I'm sure he has visitation rights, whatever. I'm sure your lawyer, if you guys have a lawyer, I'm sure your lawyer is most definitely going to push you in the right direction. Most definitely. Star 64 says, Dion, maybe what Carbonation members are saying is the truth as to why they are a part of Carbonation. Family didn't care about it. And you know what, Star 64, that's totally right. That's totally right, because that's the reason why I say it goes deeper. When you have families that halfway care, half-ass care, you got some love that's it's conditional. You know, it comes with conditions. This is the reason why we got our children going off to cults like this. This is the reason why we have the mental illness. I totally agree with that, Star. Totally agree with that. We have that mental illness, and it's deeply engraved into our DNA because we somewhere in between now and way back when, we got to the point where we just stopped caring as much, you know? Oh, somebody got touched in the family. It's no big deal. We'll just sweep it up under the rug, get over it, move on with life. You know, we're not going to say anything about it. They do it in churches. They do it in, I grew up in the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. It was done in that situation too, where people just swept things under the rug. You feel me? There were people getting molested left and right when I grew up back then. I was one of those children that got molested in that situation, and I just watched it swept up under the rug. No one said anything about it. You feel me? No one said anything about it. So, yeah, Rhonda, continue to fight, all right? When no one says anything about child abuse, Marcy, come get Zion. When no one says anything about child abuse, that's when people grow up and continue to move on with life, and then they have their own kids, and they grow up and continue to move on with life. Those things happen to those kids, and they continue to move on with life. You know, it doesn't make it right, y'all. It doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make the next person, it doesn't make them be able to deal with life in a healthy manner. That's what it doesn't do. Supreme says, to you, Star, our children for some reason are not connected with them via busy work in single family homes. It's like a gang life and how to reach out to them. That's right, and that's the reason why you got Elijah Weeds reaching out to our kids, because he knows this. You know, you have people that are evil, and you know those that they were once to pray, like Supreme says. So they once to pray, so now they know exactly how to reach out and how to prey on other people that are weak-minded as they were. Okay, you can use your being in a you can use your being some person that went through these type of trials and tribulations. You can use that as a strength, or you can use it as a weakness. I mean, you can it can be a weakness for you. Okay, you can use it as a strength and help upbuild your community, spread awareness, or you can use it in a evil way, like he's doing. Yeah, it happened, and the thing about it is because it was swept up under the rug. For me, I always said I'm never gonna put my child in a situation where my child would ever have to be going through a victim. You understand? I never want my child to be a victim of anything like that. Yeah, we know. Kim A.L. says we black people don't feel at home in America, and nature freak is taking advantage of that. For sure, for sure. That is so true. You know, we don't know what to do like that. And you know the thing about it, I feel like that snake that someone told me about the other day, when the head is chopped off, the snake goes crazy. You feel me? I feel like the body of the snake has been going crazy for generations. You feel me? And now it's coming to that point where you like, wow, look at our community. Look at this mess. Star 64 says, I was a single mom. I was strict. I told my daughter she had to listen to me. All we had was each other. And that's true. You got to make sure that your kids know that you got their back. And then when you have their back and you build this type of structure, you build a strong foundation, then these things, that's when things are deeply embedded in the DNA. You have to start from somewhere. Like my daughter knows right now, she know I got her back. You feel me? She knows I have her back. She know what type of family we got. She know what type of family we have. She know that you don't take your family having your back as don't take it as something that like, oh well, it's no big deal. It's a huge deal because a lot of families don't have that. Yeah. Like Supreme said, let's be clear though, nature is good for us. However, be wise and smart and do your research. Okay. Yeah, nature is good for us. We just can't get out there and do like they're doing, because you can turn it evil. You feel me? You can turn it very evil. Very evil. So, but always make sure that you keep the lines of communication open with your children. Make sure you keep the lines of communication open with your family. Just you know, families have to keep the lines of communication open, even down to the people that you know, like even people that have to have that significant other. Okay, so you've been a single parent and you have to have that significant other in your life, and they're coming around your children. Sit your children down with this new significant other and talk to your children about bad touches, abuse, good touch. You need to talk to your kids. You need to be very loud about this. This is no longer anything that you should be, oh, well, somebody do touch you. No, let's talk about this when you're bringing these new people in your life, okay? That's what you do. You talk about this right in front of your kids, right in front of this new significant other, because this is the reason why we have a lot of kids that are being killed, a lot of kids that are being sexually abused or whatever, because they're with these new people around them and they're not knowing, oh, damn, they're doing this to me. I've had this talk with my mom, but it was on more of a hush hush thing. You feel me? Let's start talking about these situations out loud. And I even say that to people that are married. Okay, let's have these talks with our kids right then and there, husband and wife or not husband and wife. You could be boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever you are. Have these talks in front of your kids right then. Mommy and daddy are here. We love you. You feel me? We love you. Mommy is not supposed to touch you this way. Daddy is not supposed to touch you this way. We're not supposed to do, we're supposed to be good to you. We're supposed to protect you. No one else is supposed to touch you this way. These are the things that you have to start talking about. You know? He said, plus, that's right. Don't stop talking to your kids. Don't stop talking to, always keep those lines of communication open. When you stop talking to your kids, that's when their ears are open, their hearts and minds are open to other Eligio weeds. Eligio Bishop is not the only Eligio Bishop out here. There's a whole lot of those people out here in our communities. If we don't start keeping those lines of communication open, this is what's going to happen. So I encourage all parents right now, like the younger ones that's growing up. You in your 30s, you got your little 7-year-olds and everything. You in a very good relationship. Please have these conversations out loud. Please have the conversations out loud. Don't put these under hush hush conversations, okay? They should not be hushed up conversations. Get out there in your community, even if you're able to make that call out in your community. Me and my spiritual sister, we're thinking about also doing the same thing, getting out into these schools. There are kids that have actually been saved from child abuse, child molestation, because these type of programs were in their schools. Okay, so they knew, hey, this is a bad touch, this is not normal, this is not good for you, and the children were able to speak out because they have these programs in their schools. We know a lot of the Black communities don't have that in our schools. If you can get out and reach out in your community to start doing this, even if it's not even molestation, kids are getting beaten. Kids are being starved. You got kids that are not even, their parents or whatever are probably saying, because, the homeschooling thing is something else right now. You feel me? Homeschool, that can be a whole nother avenue for child abuse. Okay? That means that your families need to be closer so that you can know what's going on within the homes. When you start breaking up and, families start being sectioned up, that's when things like this start happening. We got to do better. I'm trying to read you guys' comments and everything. You said, if you have a man friend, go to their home or a hotel. Men will look at your children, boy or girl. You are so right, man. Keep on talking to them. Yeah, that's right. We gotta talk about it. Yeah, don't say vajayjay, like she said. Kim Ayo says, don't say vajayjay or pocketbook. Use the real words. Okay, vagina and penis. Those are what your babies have on them. Let them know, hey, if someone touches this is your vagina and your penis. These are private areas. Okay, you should not be touching theirs. They should not be touching yours. Okay, these are things that need to be said out loud. There is no longer a time to put these things under the rug and everything and not talk about them. This is the reason why kids are going through this. Oh God, that's so sad, B. You said that that there's kids getting sexually assaulted every 9 minutes in America. That's so sad. I didn't say that homeschoolers abuse their children, Janelle. Please don't take my words and switch them up. I'm not up here to switch up what anyone's doing, because kids can be abused in public school. I never said that. I said this is an avenue that people that do abuse children can use that avenue to start doing this. Okay, I never said that. All right, I don't try to start anything like that and use that, because we're thinking about, some people don't want to have their kids in public schools because of the things that go on. But I'm saying that's the avenue that is open for people to keep their kids away from the public and away from other people, so they're not able to, speak out. The kids are not able to speak out. So no, people that are good parents, you're not going to be in that category of me talking about an avenue for people that abuse children. You're not in that. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then definitely I'm not speaking with you. Definitely only talking to people that prey on children. I never want anyone to think that I'm knocking anything that they do, especially when you're a good parent. Never want you to think that, okay? But all I'm saying is just start having these talks with your kids. If you have to have a significant other, if you've been a single parent and you have to have a significant other in your life, you have new people, make sure you sit down with these new people and your kids and continue to make sure you talk, okay? How you doing, No Pain 8? Just make sure that you are continuously talking, keeping those lines of communication open on a regular basis, on an all-time basis. And I say when they're children, when they're teenagers, even into their young adulthood and then some. Love never has an expiration date on it. It never has an expiration. You being a parent never has an expiration. You're always going to be a parent. You're always going to be a parent if you have children. Just love your kids. Love on your nieces and your nephews and your grandkids, okay? We have to start building better foundations because, you know, when you're in your 30s, you're not really looking at you're not thinking like you're supposed to be. Even when you're in your 30s, you're in your 20s, you're not thinking like you're supposed to be thinking as far as like, oh, this is my foundation that I got to build. You're not thinking that way. Not everyone's thinking that way, but you have to look at your kids as a foundation. This is a foundation that has to be built. It has to be strong, and you have to invest in your foundation. So just understand that. And let's always make sure that we love on our kids. Let's make sure that we use the resources that we have. Those resources are here. The resources are here. I'm going to go ahead and close this up, y'all. As I say, I encourage the grandparents to please do what you got to do for your babies. These grandkids are an extension of you. Please do what you have to do for these babies. Don't turn your back on these babies. Please get offline and do what you got to do for these kids. The ones that are all offline and we really don't hear very much from you. We still do know the kids are over there, okay? How about y'all do something about these babies being over there? And this goes further than just carbonation. There's other kids in our communities that we need to be reaching out to, okay? Definitely. Anyway, I'm sorry, No Pain, you came in a little late because I'm about to get ready to get out of here now. So you guys, all the kings and queens that are in here, please be blessed. Understand that when I speak, I'm only speaking out of genuine love from my heart for my community, genuine love for the babies in our community that don't have anyone to speak to out for them. I'm never attacking anyone unless it's someone that's a child predator. I will attack a child predator because they don't need to. No one needs to take up for a child predator. So I'm never attacking anyone, okay? Anyone that understands what I'm saying, understands my mission, I'm with you. We're a team over here. We don't do none of the attacking and so forth, okay? So you guys be blessed. I appreciate everyone. Supreme, I'm gonna be getting with you, and I'm definitely gonna talk to you, Kim. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and make sure you guys. I know that's right, Kim. I know that's right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your Saturday. Loving your families. Keep those lines of communication open, and don't forget, we are our melanated community, y'all. We are our melanated community. We got to do better. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.